Welcome to the Green Wasp Removal YouTube channel. In this episode, we continue training and mentoring the Manchester University Wasp Survey team on August 10th, 2024, as we take on a native Baldfaced Hornet nest that was hanging too low in the tree in the front yard of a private residence. This was a dangerous location for the people and the children who lived on site, so this nest had to go. It was a unique situation because it had two very active openings, one in the front, one in the back, that the wasps are using for exit and entry. So we used two vac systems on this, and we had two field operators operating simultaneously. We were able to collect a good number of female worker wasps. These are the ones with venom sacs that can be used for Venom Immunotherapy. The team did a great job collecting all the adult worker wasps and then cutting the nest down. This made it available for incubation off-site in a free-range environment, and we'll show you what that looked like. We'll also show you how we freeze the wasps to preserve their venom for Venom Immunotherapy, and we'll also give you a good idea of what it looks like when we relocate this nest into a Vespiary environment where it can be a free-range nest. Incubation of the nest in a free-range environment is the most ideal situation because it's the closest thing to the natural environment that the wasps are used to. They're not happy about getting collected or getting moved. As you can see here, they were swarming and attacking the face and the veil. Once you leave them alone again after collection, they calm right down and they just continue foraging and supporting their larvae inside the nest by hunting pest insects. This is why these are very, very beneficial insects. But as you can see, when you raise them in a free-range vespiary environment, they can be dangerous and you have to work with a suit, period. It's like working with killer bees versus European honeybees that are pretty mellow. So if you don't suit up, you're going to have a problem. So we'll show you that process. If you haven't seen it, it's pretty interesting. Thanks for riding along with us today. If you enjoy the content on our channel, please do remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment to let us know you're there. Now, let's take you back to August 10th, 2024, and we'll show you the entire job, from the field collection to freezing the wasps to raising and incubating the nests in the free-range vespiary environment. Enjoy the show. August 10th, 2024, we have a low-hanging Baldfaced Hornet nest today. This one's active, not a huge nest right now, but definitely active, and too low to the ground to be safe for the people that live here. They have a small child on site, so we'll be taking care of this one today. Katie's with us today from the Manchester University Wasp Survey team, and we noticed that there's entry holes here on the side facing me, but also here on the back. This one looks more like the classic entry where you have a little bit of a cone shape coming out, but both of them are active, so I think this one's larger. We'll set up on that one. All right, so Katie's rigging up a second vacuum device today so that we can operate from both holes in the nest. We have a front entry and a back entry here on this nest, so it's going to be important to take wasps from both sides of the nest. So we're going to use the Tony Andrick Everything Bee Vac, which is rigged with one collection device, and we're going to use the Makita hand vac here, which is rigged with the second device. This way we're going to be able to operate taking wasps from this entry and also from this one. So Katie rigs multiple different parts of this system. We put extensions on these vacs. They're all kind of Franken machines we whip together with different parts from different machines. It's all custom rigged to what exactly we need. So we're putting a little extension on it because we want a little distance from the nest here. And we're putting a little bit of an extended spout on it. This is a little easier to work with a spout away from the bottle tip when you're doing your collection. All right, you got one cap for your left pocket. So today we've got pruners here as well because we're going to take part of that branch. So the pruners will help us clip this branch down when we take the nest. All right, guys, Good morning. Here's Sam today and Elise from the Manchester University Wasp Survey team, and together with Katie here, they're going to help us work it. So we have two entrances here on this one. You see this one in the front, but there's also one here in the back. So we're going to rig two devices today. So we'll have you guys on the Makita and the BVAC, and we'll just collect what we can. Once the traffic is slowed down enough, we'll give it a tap out and we'll just collect from both sides. Sound good? Mm-hmm. All right, let's get it. With the Makita vacuum, we often tape down the trigger because it's a hold down type of trigger. And so we tape it down so that it operates automatically and you don't have to hold it for any extended period. So Elise will be on the Makita today. We're going to put Sam on the BVAC today. All right, we ready?
First collection.
All right, our first customer is contained. Yeah, let's get your pole on the ground and we'll extend you up for stability.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. We're right here.
Yeah, it's hard to see. Could we just block off that hole?
No, we want to be able to get them out of the nest. And if they're getting in now, just keep it right up next to the hole. There you go. All right, so they've now alerted the alarm response. And so they're starting to come out to attack.
That's getting in the tank now.
Yep, now you're starting to get them in both collection bottles. That's perfect. Just keep it right on the nest.
Could you move the vac closer? Just a bit closer?
Yeah, keep it closer.
No, I mean
Yeah, it looks great. Both bottles are getting a good collection going.
and maybe turn up section just a tad, some are escaping.
Yeah, looking good. Yeah, it's good that we have two vacs going on both of these exits. We're getting a fair amount of traffic out of both sides. I wish we had a better suction on this Makita, but that's the best we can do with it. But that's working out just fine. Good job. Sam is cool as ice, solid as a rock. Elise.
Trying to squint a little bit. I was really getting sprayed with venom for a minute there.
Yeah. Fearless operators, already getting a good collection on both sides. That's great.
This nest looks like it has a big population.
Yeah, it's a fairly good population for the size of the nest, that's for sure. So as we collect Baldfaced Hornets, and really any species of wasp, you'll see how the operator stands very still they keep the netting away from their face with the visors. And the visor on SAMs is part of the bee suit. But we tend to use additional visors inside the suit like that because it just gives you that much more distance between your nose, your chin, your lips, and the netting. And the issue is, if you get too close to that netting, you're going to get stung somewhere on the profile of your face. So make sure that they always have a little bit of distance there. Yeah, so far, great collections in both sides. So when we get to the point where traffic slows down enough, we'll have Katie start to agitate the nest a little bit. And just agitating the nest will bring a little bit more traffic out in a panic response, an attack response. Because what happens is the wasps become smart. They get smart enough to know that there's a danger if they come out. So they will eventually start to camp out in there. And when we jostle the nest, that makes them panic and attack. And then they'll come out and we can collect them. So we'll start that process in a few minutes when we get a few more of these collected. Because right now, out in the environment, through all of these trees and out in the greenery in this neighborhood, there's a lot of foragers that have already gone out to hunt and bring back nest material. And as they return to the nest, they're seeing the orientation, their visual orientation is different than when they left. That confuses them and makes them cruise around a little bit before they try to land. So those foragers are returning now, and so we just wait them out. Eventually they'll attempt to make an exit or an entry, and as soon as they do that, on either side, we got them. Some of them are escaping, but you know, we're doing the best we can. When they come up and they camp on the outsides of these spouts, that's a good thing because they draw in others that way.
Is my veil really close to my ear on my left side?
No, you're good.
Okay.
You got plenty of space on both sides.
Okay. I could really feel it for a second when they were hitting me, so.
Always check if you have a question, that's great. How are you feeling, Sam?
Doing well.
Okay.
Got some venom sprayed at me. So
Yeah.
good. The glasses help.
They do help, indeed. I've got safety glasses on today. Shades are good, too. But typically, the best protection when it comes to venom spray is some type of wraparound. Shades are great. They'll help you with the direct spray, but sometimes wraparounds are nice because they protect the profile of the eye, the side of the eye. I'm going to take a look right down this for a second. With an instrument perspective. Keep it right there. Thanks. Alright, just put you right on that hole right there. All right, Katie, let's get you stepping up here. Agitate the nest a little bit. There you go. Now, as you can see, once we agitate the nest even a little bit, a lot more of them come bombing out of there pretty quickly. Now they're starting to hit the gloves and attack, and that's what we want, to stimulate an attack response. Now you see, this worker came out and attacked my glove.
Do wasps lose their stinger too after they sting?
No.
Or not all the time?
Wasps never lose their stinger in human skin. They can sting over and over again, which is what makes them so dangerous for envenomation. Now, if they sting a glove, they do get stuck because they can't get out of the hard leather glove, and they will disembowel themselves trying to escape. But in human skin, you're going to get stung multiple times, and the wasp has no problem with that. And that is because their stinger is smooth. It's not like a bee stinger, which is barbed and keeps it in your skin. So the bee will die when it stings you, a honeybee. No matter what, they'll get stuck in your skin. No wasp will have that problem. All the wasp stingers are very smooth and can do multiple stings. I think we're looking pretty good. We'll let these devices collect this particular cloud of wasps, and then we'll jostle it again. And I'll step back a little bit because the fewer operators you have, the least amount of distraction you'll give the wasps, and they'll just eventually go back to their nest. So we try to keep the team members who are not currently operating machinery away from the nest a little bit, and that allows the nest to calm back down, start targeting the collection devices instead of landing on us. How are your eyes doing, Elise?
They're okay. I haven't gotten any venom in there yet, but
Great.
my glasses are sliding down my nose pretty bad.
You want me to adjust them?
I don't want to get stung.
Okay.
I've been scared to do it.
Okay, no problem. Typically, if they're not right on your veil, you'll be okay doing it quickly. I adjust mine a lot that way.
They've been bouncing off my veil pretty often, so that's why.
All right, I'll leave that up to you
I
then.
haven't messed with it. Maybe for a second, just so I can fix my glasses. Would be good. So I'll step back for a second.
I'm not getting many trying to enter through the back. I wonder if they prefer the other entrance.
Yeah.
Let's trade off, you know? Since
Yeah, switch around and see what you got. I'll bring you.
Am I in an okay position? I just think the vacuum's not strong enough.
Change out the battery on the Makita vac. Maybe we'll get a little extra power.
I think I might be able to use a bit more power on this back.
Okay.
Let's just get a little piece of tape.
Yeah, they're clogging up some of the work, so you can use extra power as needed there. All right, you ready for another agitate? Here we go.
Oh no, I'm getting paper in there.
No problem.
Oh
Let's
yeah.
take a look.
Damage to the hole.
Let's take a look right in there and see what we got. All right. Yeah, we're getting to the point where we can cut it down pretty soon. So you notice how still and quiet both of our field operators are when they're doing this collection. It's really important you don't wave around your hands or cause a lot of distracting motions. That is simply because the more activity you do physically, the less the wasps are going to focus on their nest. And we want them just to calm down, focus on their nest, and attempt to enter or exit. And that's how we collect them. So you stay still, you stay quiet, and you do the job and they will collect themselves as long as you're positioned properly on the entry or the exit.
Are you getting many at that entrance?
Not coming out, but there's a lot flying around.
Yeah, they're not trying to get in this entrance, really.
Yeah, they're getting smart enough just to kind of wait it out, but they'll come in eventually. A few more minutes here, collecting what's coming back to the nest, and then we'll cut it down.
Looks like a pretty easy cut.
Yeah, should be one branch only. Drop it right in. All right, let's agitate it one more time.
No one came out this side.
You got one in just now trying to return, so that's great. There's more coming back still that we're out foraging.
I only got one come out from that agitation.
Okay, that's great. That means it's getting about time to cut it down. We'll collect a few more of the foragers here, and then we'll take care of the cut down. Katie has the nest collection container. We're going to cut it down and drop it right into that. And I'll hand you this when you're ready to cap off, Katie. So you guys just stay where you're at. And we're going to have you simulate these nest holes. When the nest comes down, just keep your devices right where they are. And they'll come back looking for holes. And you'll collect them when they do that. All right, you need some help?
The other side of this.
You got it.
All right, you got it there? Great. Prune it down a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and cap off. So as Katie prunes the nest, up here we just keep these where the nest used to be, make the holes obvious, and they'll come back looking for their nest, and they'll explore these holes, and when they do, they'll get collected. Oh, that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and flatten it out, put it right in. Hopefully our queen is still in there, contained, and we're going to relocate this nest to another property where we're going to hang it up in a tree enclosed inside a wire animal cage, and that protects it from the predators, birds and animals, and it allows it to be a free-range nest out in the ecosystem. And we'll collect again from this in another few days, and we'll continue that through the season. All right, so let's just hang out and see what happens with foragers for a few minutes, and then we'll call it. At this stage of the collection, you'll see a few foragers flying around looking for where the nest was. And they have an instinct to explore the entry holes on their nest. And that's what these are simulating now. You see how more and more foragers are coming back, exploring these devices. That process takes a few minutes, but it always collects a few more. Beautiful nest. A lot of pretty colors in that paper. Just a few minutes of having their devices up here, you notice there's no more foragers flying around almost at all. We get the occasional one coming back from the field, but in general, most of the collection has now been completed and contained. So I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up here. Do you have a cap on you, Sam?
It's on the ground.
Okay, great. How about you? Do you have one?
I do not.
Okay, I'll grab you one. We keep a bunch of extra caps and a bunch of extra collection devices. All right, let's have Elise cap off. We'll keep Sam rolling for a minute. Yeah, it might take some effort to get off that tape, so take your time with it.
Okay, it's on there.
All right, you feel good?
Yep.
There you go. I'll have you hang on to that for a second. All right, Katie, let's undo that one. That one's ready to stop. So how'd we do today? It looks pretty good. Nice collection there. Let's cap you off, Sam.
All right. All right.
Pretty good. All right, all good? August 10th, 2024. Here we have 2 collection bottles filled with maculata workers. That was a great collection. Great job, guys. What happened here is we cut the nest down. We're going to take the entire nest with the queen inside and a few of the workers, and we're going to have that relocated so we can incubate it and collect again on that as they grow up out of pupation and become adult wasps. We'll keep collecting. But yeah, it looks beautiful. Excellent work. All right, wrapping it up for today. Good collection of Vespiary maculata. It's an aerial yellow jacket here in northeast Indiana. So we'll get these frozen for today. August 10th, 2024. We just froze specimens in dry ice. Now we're going to put them into a specimen baggie that's been marked and dated with the Vespiary maculata. That's the scientific name for Baldfaced Hornet. Alright, so they're frozen solid. There's one container. We'll do the second container. Okay, looks good. It's a good collection for a small tree nest we did today. Now we'll take it and put it in the chest freezer till the end of the season when it gets shipped out to the bio labs for Venom Immunotherapy. So it's August 10th, 2024. We're going to go ahead and relocate this Baldfaced Hornet nest into our Baldfaced Vespiary here, which are animal cages suspended from a strap between 2 trees. And we simply put the nest into the cage. And here's our nest for today. We're going to put it right in here with these other 2. And that will allow this to be a free-range nest. As you can see here, these nests are quite busy. They've got a lot of population on them still. Here's the entry hole on this one. And there was a secondary hole over here. And they'll rebuild that and repair it. So as you see here, they come out and they attack immediately. So it's imperative that we use gloves, double layers of gloves. And of course we have to have veil with 2 visors so they can't hit the face. Because they are not happy when you come over here. They don't want to leave me alone yet, so it's always good to have eye protection because they're going to be spraying venom into your eyes if you don't have some type of protection. Once they calm down, they'll go back to the nest, and that will make them relax for a while, and we'll do a collection on these. So as you can see, there's enough out today already that it's probably worth trying to do a collection now, because we don't want to have too many in the environment in this area due to the fact that we're in a neighborhood situation, kind of like backyard beekeeping. So it's important to do collections often enough that you don't get a huge swarm on any one of these nests. Now we have 3 Baldfaced Hornet nests in this cage, and we have 4 in this one. Definitely some still active here. So let's give these girls a break, because they're still pretty ticked off at me. Let's see how long they'll chase us. That's not too bad. By the time we get about 30, 40 feet away, they stop chasing. So today we're using a backpack mounted vacuum system connected to our specimen collection bottle. And it just makes it easier to work these different nests for collection when you can be fully mobile. Battery powered backpack makes it simple. I'm just using myself as bait. Alright. So that was fun. So just in a couple of minutes of attacking, got a couple dozen of them already collected. Alright, let's go see how the other one looks. See if there's anybody home here today. So as you can see, this nest is still in the midst of building again, repairing the bottom of their nest where they're trying to make a new hole for entry and exit. So we'll collect them right here for the time being. As they come in and try to land on the nest, they explore the hole, they get sucked up. So you're going to need a little bit more suction. That looks pretty good for now. So we'll call it there for today. Back over here, these ladies still want to rumble a bit. So that's it for today's episode. Thanks for watching. As always, we appreciate you riding along with us. If you enjoyed the content on our channel, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment to let us know you're there. Have a good one.